Hey guys, welcome to the second quickie. Again, no intro, no music. I'm just going to talk about the movie for a little bit. It is Paul Blart Mall Cop from Sony Home Entertainment. Is what I had to look. Um, you know, uh, okay, so a lot of critics really bash this movie, but when it was in theaters, it made like a couple $100 million, or no, I don't think that much, maybe worldwide, but it did like really well at the box office, and you know, it's one of those movies where it's like about a mall at like on Black Friday, which in the U.S. is the day after Thanksgiving, so Thanksgiving always falls on a Thursday, and then the next day is Black Friday. So the reason they call it Black Friday is that it's sort of exactly like Boxing Day, which is all around the world, except it's before Christmas. It's like kicks off the first official day of the like Christmas sales, and so to kind of get people in the Christmas mood, buying Christmas shit, they have huge sales. So you can get like, a $10,000 TV for $50 or something. It's just these huge ridiculous sales that they do for like one day only, or like from like 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. You can come in and get like a $10,000 car for like $20 or something. It's that kind of stuff. It's just trying to get people to like motivate it to get out and shop for Christmas. And on this like day, which is a huge day for malls, because thousands upon thousands of people crowd the malls. It's just crazy ridiculous. And so it's like a huge day for this mall cop. And on that day, these guys decide to like break into the mall, take it over so they can steal credit card numbers and get like, I don't know, a bunch of money. Um, so here's the thing. When I heard about it like being released in like earlier this year, well after Christmas, I thought, oh God, Sony must not have any faith in this at all. This is a holiday, kind of a holiday movie, but they dump it well after the holiday, so they probably had little faith in it. But maybe it was intentional, maybe it wasn't, but whatever, the audience proved them wrong, and they went out in droves to see it. So I was kind of like, well, maybe I'll check that out. Maybe I'll see what it's all about. Here's the thing. If you go into this movie and you don't like Kevin James, Kevin James basically plays the like mall cop, and the premise of the movie is he's basically this fat guy who can't get anything right, and he wants to be a police officer, but he's got like low blood sugar or something, and he's like always passing out if he doesn't have sugar. Which I don't understand why he just doesn't keep a Jolly Rancher in his pocket, because obviously there's so many things in this movie where if you question it too much, you're like, that doesn't, wait a second. Uh, there's those kind of moments where you're just kind of like frustrated. But it's basically, it's like one of those 80s comedies where it's like a particular actor, and all it really is like a comedian, and all it really is just a showcase for them to like do what they do. And that's really what Paul Blart Mall Cop is. It's a kind of Kevin James thing, what they used to call a vehicle. And it's just a bunch of setup things so that he can just get in there and do what he does best. And if you think about it too much, you just kind of, you really start to see the cracks in the foundation. But if you don't think about it too much, Paul Blart Mall Cop is, it's kind of funny. There's some things where you're like, oh God, I see that coming from a mile away. And there were a couple other things where you're like, oh, that's kind of different, that they went that way. So I thought it was pretty cool. It's about a 3-star. It's nothing like really special because it's just so stupid, but it's also, it's also kind of funny. So definitely give this a rent. It's kind of cool. I don't know. Thematically, I think they could have done a lot more with it. I think at one point they say he's got like 15 years of experience, and you're just like, really? In 15 years you're still this inept? You would be fired. Like, no one would continue hiring you for 15 years. I think if they would have changed that and said, well, he's just been doing this for like a year or a couple years or something, it would have been a lot more effective. Or this was like his first job or something. I think it would have been a hell of a lot more effective. But he's like way too inept to be a mall anything for 15 years. But I really liked the actress who played his daughter. I really liked her, and genuinely, generally, I just don't like a lot of the kid actors today. And she was just really genuine and really cool. I liked her. And oh god, I can't remember what her last name is. Her first name is Jemus or something. Who plays the girl? She was cool. She's in that new show Glee. She's been in a bunch of other stuff, but she was kind of cool. She plays this kind of love interest and stuff. But yeah, I liked it. It's not over the top, over the moon, but for what it was pretty funny. So that's it. No intro, just the babble. All right, maybe I'll try and be back with the, with the shit with the intros and stuff. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Paul Blart Mall Cop had really good picture quality. I'm gonna say a 4-star and a pretty decent soundtrack. I think it was shot on in HD. I think it was shot in HD with HD cams. It did have kind of a digital look to it sometimes, but overall, I thought the picture quality was pretty good and it had a decent soundtrack. But again, I'll probably be back with a more formatted review sometime. But yeah, all right, that's it. Peace.